to do at Ikuta Ryokuchi Park. Ikuta Ryokuchi Park is a large park in area of 179.3 hectares wide. There is a complex of many facilities here, so I think it will attract many visitors with several purposes. This is 7 things to do at Ikuta Ryokuchi Park. The first one is walk around the park. Because the park has a lot of beautiful sightseeing, so I think it's good for walking, hiking, go picnic, or for photographers who want to take picture, or for scientists who want to discover or research about the biology system of Tamaku, because this area has high level of biodiversity. The second one is visit flower gardens. There's many flower gardens inside Ikuta Ryokuchi Park. The place and the time are listed on the slide. Actually, I haven't had a chance to visit anything in here because all of them are off season. But I borrowed this picture from one of my friends. I think it's quite beautiful. So if Kawasaki can take advantage of flower season and promote them more, so I think it's visitors may come to here. 3 is take a panoramic view of Tamaku. This at the observation platform at the top of Masugata Mountain. Its height is 84 meters, and this platform is the highest construction of Tamaku, so you can see all of Tamaku. There is only one thing to I have to note that it is very windy here, so you should be careful and should take care of your children if you have. Here is a picture I take from this. The fourth is visit planetarium at Kawasaki Sora to Midori no Kagakukan. Actually, in this museum there is not only planetarium, but there's also a small exhibition about the nature of Ikuta Park. However, I think I find it interesting in the planetarium because they use 3D technology to show a movie about astronomy, like the map of star on the solar system. The impression of this movie is it looks like the real things because it's using 3D technology, and I think it's quite suitable for children because they can discover about astronomy. When you come to here, you will distribute it to binocular like this to see the sky more detailed. This is a mass star I take from the pamphlet because I cannot take picture inside the planetarium. But there is only one problem here is there is no English explanation. So I think if you go to Japanese, you should go there, or else you maybe it will be sleepy. The fifth is discover Japanese culture as Nihon Minkan. This is Japanese open air folk house museum. I would highly recommend this place for foreign visitors who want to know more about the culture, the history of Japan, and want to know more about life in the old style house of Japanese. The Next one is Doraemon's Bay or Fujiko Museum. This museum is very interesting, but I think there is only one problem here is how to buy ticket. You have to buy tickets to do reservation on the internet and pay money at Lawson store or purchase admission ticket at Lawson in Japan. There is no ticket counter at the museum, so I think it's very inconvenient. This is inside the museum. The final is discover the art of Taro Okamoto. Actually, I have not interested in fine art, so if you want to feel spirit of him, you can ask Zaren. Okay. There is only one thing here is that the ticket fee. When I go there, I have to pay 700 yen for go inside, but in the internet it's only 300 yen, and I don't know why. Taro, this is some picture inside the museum. I don't know much about fine art, but I have seen some people sit here for hours just to look at one picture of him. So I think it's suitable for someone who wants to know more about Japanese art, Taro art. In conclusion, I think that Ikuta Ryokuchi Park has a lot of things to do. It's best for picnic, sightseeing, hanami, is flower viewing, taking picture of science, learning about nature science. But I think it needs more advertisement and need more English.